All right, finally we are here and we are going to start our journey with pandas library. So pandas library is the most widely used library in Python for data analysis. Now you might ask the question, how about NumPy? We learned a little bit of NumPy. Well, yes, NumPy is a very fundamental, extremely important package library for Python, but NumPy is the best when you have all numerical values, right? Still, it can handle non-numerical values as well, but for mixed data types, pandas is preferred, and pandas makes our life a lot easier, and it has a little bit easier syntax than NumPy. So that's why we are going to use pandas, and pandas is becoming sort of industry standard for data analysis if you are using Python. Just like NumPy that we had import NumPy as NP, we are going to have something similar. We are going to have import pandas as PD. All right. Now, what are those? This is a good place to stop and now talk about these shorthands and notations. What is NP? What is PD? Those are just our way of typing a little bit less. All right. You can type import pandas as P. All right. You can do that as well. It will work. However, that is not industry standard, and I highly discourage you from doing anything other than what you see on the screen. All right. Now we are going to import this. Right now I have NumPy and I have a pandas. So let's see what we can do with pandas. Remember, NumPy had one basic data type ND array. We have something similar in pandas, but now we have two different data types. In pandas, we have what is known as a pandas series and pandas data frame. Series is for one-dimensional data sets or for one vector, or a analogy in Excel is going to be just one column. And data frame is for two-dimensional data sets, or in a linear algebra, we call that a matrix. And in Excel, analogy in Excel is going to be just one sheet, one worksheet in Excel. All right. And most of the time, our data is going to be in a tabular format. But we are going to start our work with a series and see what we can do. All right. So I'm going to start with a very simple list. I'm going to say list A is equal to a very simple set of numbers 3, 5, 7, and 9, right? And let me run that. PD data series. So what I did, I just typed the beginning of it, SE, and tab, it is going to auto complete it, all right? Very first thing you are going to notice, one of the differences is that series, that function starts with capital S. In a lot of times in NumPy, we didn't have that. In standard Python, we didn't have that a lot of times, right? But now in pandas, we have that. Series starts with capital S. I'm going to put a question mark right here and see what we get. If I run this, it is going to say you need to provide data, you need to provide index. Well, we will talk about all of that. You possibly you can provide data type and so on and so forth. All right. I'm going to just provide data is equal to list A. Now that is the result. All right. And I'm going to go back up here and call this series underscore A is equal to, because it's list A, now I'm going to call it series A, and I'm going to call that series A. I'm going to get that that output. Let's see what this output says. This output says I have 0, 1, 2, 3 as the first column, and then values 3, 5, 7, and 9 in the second column. This at first look, this may look like it has two columns. It's a little bit deceiving here. It looks like it's two columns. It's not two columns. It's just one column. But the first one, I'm sure you have noticed, those are zero-based indexes. We had something similar in list. We had something similar in NumPy arrays. Now we have that in pandas. All right, but pandas indexes, they are a lot more versatile than what we have in NumPy and standard Python. Now, what can we do with series? Let's see, series A, I can access its values. I can access its, let's see, its index, all right? it is going to say index is equal to 0. It starts from 0 and stops at 4. Again, that stop does not and it's not included, so I have indexes of 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now this is just the beginning of our journey to pandas and series. In the follow-up videos we are going to see what else we can do with series.